In what seems to be an exploitation of the decade, Olori Tobi Phillips has been reported to be making the ooni go very, very broke if something drastic is not done about her lifestyle. Hello everyone and welcome once again to D&Z TV. The number one, the champion place where we give you up-to-date information of everything happening in the royal family and the Ooni of Ife's palace. So, if you've not subscribed to the channel, we urge you right now to subscribe to the channel. Click on the notification button, comment, like our videos, and we will definitely make sure we keep you up to date with everything happening at the palace. So right about now, there's a serious report, that has just been circulating the whole place, which confirmation has shown that it is true. Yeah, it is true because Olori Tobi Phillips is now on rampage. She's now on rampage because she says that because she has been keeping quiet in the palace, that is why it has been like nobody is taking her serious. So right about now, she wants to make sure that she wrecks the Ooni of Ife. Yeah, she wants to make sure that she wrecks the whole Ooni of Ife financially, so that by the time she finishes the Ooni of Ife, the Ooni of Ife will actually know that she is a lady. This came recently when the Ooni was trying to do things for every other person in the palace, and somehow it actually skipped the Ooni's mind that Tobi Phillips is also having a child, because what the Ooni was doing was for those people who have children. And you remember now that the way it has been, Tobi Phillips' kids have actually been a very serious contention. Yeah, there's been some serious contention for the family. So right now, all of these family members now presented their kids to the amazement and jollification of the Ooni of Ife. So when all of this happened, Tobi Phillips was not remembered, which actually made her to get very furious and get very angry. Now, you know that most people, when they're angry, they could actually say a lot of things that are even not necessary. But right about now, Tobi Phillips has actually crossed the line, because she crossed the line when she decided to call the Ooni a weakling. And it is never allowed for the Grand Monarch to be referred as a weakling. This, on the other hand, actually also got the Ooni very angry, owing to the fact that he has been trying to do everything humanly possible to make sure that he brings everybody around together. But now, with the craze and level of arrogance that Tobi Phillips is bringing, it is very important to note that the Ooni might last not be believing everything hook, like, and sinker the way every other person is trying to make them believe. Now, most of these incidences are so tough that people are supposed to handle them with kid gloves. But in as much as they are supposed to handle them with kid gloves, the interest level is actually becoming something else, as everybody seems to be interested right now in this case. Now, they shouldn't be interested in the case because from time immemorial, Tobi Phillips has been known as someone who is very chaotic. And once you now get to the level where you're this chaotic, a lot of people will actually not come close to you as normally they should. This has actually escalated and has made the Ooni of Ife to now have parallel entities. Everybody seriously trying to defend their own and make themselves look very important. But in all of this, none of them is a saint. Most of them in that place all have ulterior motives. And if these motives now escalate to a level where nobody can comprehend, then it is going to be a very serious issue. But all the same, we will continue to be here praying to Naomi, wishing Naomi the best in life, because the Lord is going to be with his children. So no matter how much these people try to pull him down, God in his infinite mercy and goodness will lift him up and make him the cynosure of many eyes. Because if you notice very well now, you realize that heaven is the goal. Heaven is actually the goal. And everybody who needs anything from the ooni, there needs to be a structure, which at the end of the day, everybody will fall into a particular structure so as to make sure things move the way they are supposed to move. So it does not really matter how often people tend to fail and fall apart. What really matters most is what Ooni feels for these wives. And the only thing I want to say now is, if the Ooni has been able to settle with his wives and decided to live in peace with his wife, nobody, absolutely nobody, has the right to see that they did not come together. So we are wishing and praying that in as much as they make different plans on how they intend to spend, they should still put it into consideration that the host city needs to be placed in a place and level where they can actually benefit from these largesse. So whatever the case is, Ooni is going to get it right for once this time around.